What's up? What's going on, guys? It's your host and Visible GFS. Let's talk segment 2 for both Fanduel and ZK. So, segment 2 is the cheap list, always come out on Tuesday. I don't have a specific time for it, so it's all depend. Could be early in the day, could be in the afternoon, and it could be in the evening. Alright guys, so if you are new here, segment 1 is already out. Segment 1 is where I take a look at 5 players at each position that I like, and also I'll do a recap of the 5 players that I pick for segment 3. And by the way, segment 3 is tomorrow. Segment 3 is where I pick my 5 favorite plays for week 5. That doesn't mean they're the 5 top scoring players for the week. Just my 5 favorite plays. Alright. So and also meaning those are the 5 guys I will play the most at their positions. So let's go ahead and talk about segment 2. It's segment 2, guys. FD is a little bit different, so the price is definitely, once I get to FD, I'll talk about it a little bit more. So let's go ahead and talk to Draftkings. It's a cheap place. Quarterback 5.5, quarterback, running back, receivers 5.5k and below, and tight end 4.5k. On FD, quarterback is different price, running back different price, receivers different price, and tight end are different prices, because it's just the way they price players over there is just different. All right. So the 2 players that I like at the quarterback positions, it's Fitzpatrick and Derek Carr. There's a player I was thinking of putting. Okay, never mind. That is DK on FD. That's where I will talk about that. So Fitzpatrick, 5.4k against my Seattle. Most likely they're gonna have to play behind, and which means Fitzpatrick gonna throw a lot. Yes, he might throw 3 interceptions, even 4, but there's a chance it could still go for 25, 30 fantasy points with all those interceptions. So that's what I'm hoping for here. I'm not worried about if he's gonna throw 2 or 1 or 3 interceptions. I just want him to keep throwing the ball till somehow he get to 25 fantasy points, and hopefully a little bit more. Derek Carr against Buffalo. Buffalo, man, that's my team, by the way. I always say that. That's my team. He was scared last week. Man was winning like what, 28-3, then let the team came back and almost lose that game. It was a controversial call, but it goes my way, so I'm fine with it. All right. So yeah, but as far as Derek Carr, Buffalo has been letting the opposite quarterback has been doing good so far, which is a surprise. Against Miami, they let Fitzpatrick deal or something. Against the last game was, of course, it was a whole different team, but they have been the last 2 weeks. They have been the quarterbacks do pretty good. So Derek Carr at that price, 5.3k. If looking for somebody around that price, so I wouldn't mind playing him. But I definitely like Fitzpatrick over him here. All right. As far as running back, it's Montgomery, 5.5k. And they lost their backup running back, which is the most likely a third down back and also catch the ball. But it's going to be out. So Montgomery in a game where it's probably going to be a running game. Even though they have a new quarterback now that actually like to throw the ball. I like Montgomery there. Yes, and the defense has been great. But at that price, 5.5k, I wouldn't mind taking a chance. Never know, it might break one, might have to play a little bit more, and also catching some balls now in the, as a running back. So definitely like him. How do I? Okay, so it's 5.5k and below. Malgaskin, I put him in there because I have to go 5.5k and below. But if I had the choice, I would rather go 5.6k and play Johnson. But since I'm staying below 5.5k and below, Malgaskin is my second favorite play around that price. Why? Again, basically the same reason with Fitzpatrick. They're playing Seattle. They're gonna play from behind. Usually that's not a good thing for running back, but he is a good catching running back in the backfield. For that reason, I like him at that price. So my Miles Gaskin is my second running back. As far as receiver, Cooks just too cheap, and Minnesota are just letting. Uh, Minnesota has just been bad. Their defense very surprised. I thought they were gonna have a great defense. I played them 2 weeks in a row. They've been killing me. This time I'm playing the receiver that's going against them. He's just too cheap. Cooks, man, if the problem with Houston, they just cannot. Their offensive line suck. They cannot do anything against any defensive lineman or linebackers. They just cannot do anything. So if somehow they can do a little something and let Cook's quarterback, Deshaun Watson, give him a little time to throw the ball, tips to Cooks, or even on the cross, Cook definitely have the skill to take the ball on the end zone. I mean, all, for receivers, man, out of nowhere, they could be not doing anything till the fourth quarter. They catch a long ball, and the next thing you know, they have 14, 12 fantasy points. So Cook at 4.5K, I'm definitely going there with him. And Jones, okay. Jones, Detroit, New Orleans, 4.9K. I like Cook better than him, but New Orleans, yeah, the defense is supposed to be good. They hasn't really shown it this year so far. But at 4.9K with Gallaudet back, Jones should be, I think it should be a good thing for him. Should free him a little bit more. So for that reason, I like him at that price. Now, let's go to the Giants for my tight end, Engram. Man, Giants has been so bad this year. And it's not because they're missing the running back. Even with him, they were still bad. The quarterback, it looks like he's regressing, not doing anything. But against Houston, I expect Engram to bounce back and have a nice game. And you have him at 4.4K, could possibly be his lowest price if he has a nice game there. And I want to be one of those fantasy players that catch him at his lowest price, and hopefully he went up. Okay, if he has a bad game, most likely it could go down, but most likely I see his price going up after this week. Endgame at 4.4K, my favorite cheap, one of my favorite cheap tight end, because I also like the next guy, which is Graham, 3.8K. You save 600 there, so there's a chance, it's depending on how you do your lineup. You might not be able to afford the 4.4K. You're probably gonna have to go below and go and fit that bill. Yes, they're playing against Indy that have a great defense, but what I like, and what the reason I like him, is the fact that they change they make at quarterback. For that reason, I like him at 3.8K. He should be seeing more targets, and with a quarterback, I mean, that's two. They have two different quarterback. They had a quarterback before Trubisky that, for some reason he's scared of throwing the ball. Even though he won the first 2 games, they still end up benching him. And if they didn't do that, Chicago wouldn't win this game. But did they win the first 2 games? I don't remember, but I know at least they won the first one. So, and then the last one. But I do believe they 3-0, which would be a surprise. All right, so let's go to FD. For FD, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I have Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford. You have Fitzpatrick is 7.1K. So I was thinking of switching Fitzpatrick and for Stafford, because Stafford's playing New Orleans. New Orleans has good defense, but New Orleans defense has just not been good. And Stafford got Gallaudet back, so I'm gonna stick with them on FD. And Joe Burrow against Jacksonville. Jacksonville's defense is just not the same. Is it JC? What JC stand for anyway? Super JX. Yeah, so Jacksonville. That's Jacksonville, guys. That's Super Jacks. 7.4K. I can see this been a shootout. Joe Burrow has just been throwing the ball a lot. Even though they just pay their running back a lot of money, Joe Mixon, but so far Joe Burrow is just throwing the ball around a lot. And based on how Jackson has been playing, I don't see that stopping. For that reason, I like him at a 7.4K, which is a cheap price on FD. For running back, I'm going Drake. I moved the price up on FD 7.5, used to be 7, 6.5 for running back, move it to 7K because FD is just different. Running back, Johnson and Drake. Drake, 7K against the worst team when it's come to a running back against the one. Carolina has just been bad. Hopefully, Drake can break out in this game and just went off. And I'm hoping the same for Johnson because Minnesota defense, what I was expecting is not what it is. Johnson at 6.7K to me is a great price. For receivers, I'm gonna go with Watkins and Fuller. Watkins 5.6K. Had a lot of target yesterday in that Monday night game, but they all were short. It was, I don't know if something was wrong, if the field was wet or whatever it was, but it's either catch ball, fall down, or get tackled. They were all short, but he had like 6 catches. I believe if he gets 6 catches against New England, who has a better defensive team, well, I don't know if they have a better defensive team than Baltimore. Actually, I don't think they do. But regardless, I expect Watkins to have even a better fantasy day than he had yesterday. Another player I like is Fuller. I'm glad to see him back. He had his first touchdown. I'm hoping he can go ahead and do what he does, which is go deep, and hopefully that's going to be the case here. So definitely like Fuller as one of my cheaper receivers on FD. Against guy for FD tight end, I told you guys I like Graham. I like him in both sides, and also I like Schultz. Still have about 6 targets, I believe, catch 5. Going against Cleveland, one of the worst teams against tight end at 4.9K. Definitely like him. Graham, I was hoping he was a little bit cheaper on the 5K on FD, but hey, 5.3K, you can still a good price based the fact that he has a different receiver. Quarterback that like to throw the ball. So I see him from now on. His price probably gonna keep going up and up. So definitely looking forward to play Graham. Alright, that's basically it, guys. Good luck. Look out for, of course, to me, that's the best segment, which is segment 3. That's where I give you guys my favorite quarterback, my favorite running back, and my favorite 2 receivers, and my favorite tight end for the week. The players that I will play the most. Alright, so look out for it. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on your bell notification if you haven't. Drop a like, share, and again, guys, I appreciate you guys. Also, early today, I put out a video out for the showdown of the NBA, and please check this out. All right, check it out. All right, guys, that's basically it. I'm out. Appreciate you guys. Good luck, and let's win some money. I'm out.